category, right? So the discussion is simple. Um, I've had an experience or several, right? So I've received Orisha and Santeria and Ifa. Now, what I want to speak about is, people that bring you into the system with bad intent. And I'm not saying this happens to people all the time, but it's definitely possible. So this is the conversation. You go into these systems, and the concept is going to be grounded, right? Reestablished, um, and put in balance. Anything that's surrounding that, because when you deal with these systems of Santeria and Ifa, you're dealing with multiple energies, you're dealing with multiple Babalaos, Ianifas, and so on and so forth. And if any of the energies is off, it might throw your joint off. This is not a problem, right? Because if anything is done in these systems in bad intent, then there's going to be a consequence. Period. It's going to be a literal consequence. And people have to think about that. So if you're going into any of these systems and you're being initiated, or you're receiving your Orisha in these systems, and you're coming to these systems to be purified, cleaned off, grounded, reestablished, and anything that's associated with that has anything negative involved, you may experience all of the negativity for a moment in time. But the Babalawo and the Ayanifa still has to address it and still has to see it for what it is. And so one shall not panic, and so you should not panic. Now, all of the things that I went through in the past couple of years, I never panicked. It was never under ego. I'm never under pressure. I'm never aggravated. I'm not saying that I'm the master of it all, but what I'm saying is that when I go into any system, it comes into purity. I come with purity. It's simple. Cleanse me off, balance me out, right? Ground me. If you're not doing that, then you're not coming in purity. The Babalawo has to address it. The Ayanifa has to address it. And anybody that's involved in the process of you receiving your Orishas have to address it. Now, this is not a disrespect. And this is not a discussion of a loss of blessings. Sometimes you lose a little bit and you gain a whole lot. And the people that's surrounding your situations, right? They may feel like, oh, she lost everything. Or he lost everything. Everything's a loss. You could be you could be in a position of receiving your Orisha, and somebody that's surrounding that position, because there's multiple people involved, can have negative thoughts and feelings and want you to have a lack or a less. Hey, Zimbabwe. I'm on live. Or have lack or less, right? So, with that being said, here. With that being said, everything that they wish against and hope against, when you're getting your cleansing and you're being reestablished and you're being grounded, you may experience the effects of it temporarily. This is a fact. But they have no power over the energies. And so the Babalawos and the Ayanifas and all the participants still have to address it regardless. Thank you. They have to address it regardless, no matter what. And this is why we shall not get frustrated when we go through these experiences. So what I'm learning, or what I've learned, is pay attention to the people that surrounded or that become constant in your receivings. Now, they may think they have power because, there's people that constantly feed the Orisha, constantly have their pots. They wish for you not to have your pots. They wish for you not to be able to feed your Orisha. They wish for you not to have. It's not going to work like that. The Orisha is going to give you everything that you want, right? They're going to give you all the things that you want. And that negative energy. And then slam you on the floor in that energy and still give back to the person that came in pure. So you have to understand vibration. People who don't understand Santeria, Ifa, Voodoo, Hoodoo, and Voodoo, the energy is a little bit different. So if people understand the concept of Eshu all the way down to the female path, whether you dealing with, Ifa, Santeria, Voodoo, voodoo, things of that nature, you know, you'll understand this much. Eshu, and I'm this is like, because you know he's a gatekeeper, right? So we're gonna speak about Eshu. Eshu, he comes in the child energy, he comes in the elder energy, he comes as a storyteller, but he comes also in his child energy, and he also has a female pattern in certain systems. So does Obatala and a couple of other Arisha, if you understand all of the systems, right? So, you know, you got this trickster energy. The trickster energy is gonna tell you do this, do that, do that, do this, do all of that. It's a learning energy though. You have to know when to say no. The trickster energy don't. The trickster energy is gonna allow you to do all of the shenanigans that you want to do. Think all the shenanigans, all the negative energy that you want to put out. He gonna let you do that. The trickster energy gonna let you do that. He gonna let you experience some of the blessings in it, and then he gonna bounce back on you and come into his elder energy and teach you a lesson through a story. If you don't understand how the Orisha work, then you're not gonna understand the story. Now, at the end of the day, this is why nobody should worry or be concerned when they deal with these systems if they have negative vibrations around them that wish something different than what they're trying to accomplish when they're receiving their Orisha. And I'm not saying that, you know, again, I'm not the master of it all. I'm not an Ionifa or none of that. But I can tell you this much. If you go into any system and the intent is pure and anything around that receiving is not pure, they're going to give them all of the access to all the things they want for a moment in time. And they're going to take it away. Now, people that got wicketry involved with them, they're going to try to mask their energy. They're going to try to swap the energy out. They're going to try to trick the energy. They're going to do all of that. I'm not into that. What I'm into is I'm going to go through my process. Whatever you wishing and hoping for against me, I'm going to let you wish and hope for it against me. I might take my losses, but you're going to take a bigger loss than me. That's not ego. That's understanding magnetism in every system. Deuces. So I want y'all to understand after the deuces that there's nothing you can take from an individual or snatch from an individual or violate. It can be temporary. You can even attach something that you know is temporary to an individual that's solid and try to make them think it's something else. It doesn't work that way. Every time you violate an individual that comes into a pure, that's coming to a system that's in pure intent, whether that's Christianity, Ifa, Santeria, Voodoo, Voodoo, Hoodoo, or witchcraft, white or dark, it doesn't matter. It still bounces back on you. So that's why, you know, I could go through all the things that I go through, and I don't care. Because I know that everything that you project towards me, if it's not, you know, in the same vibration as I came in, which is balance, being grounded and chilling, relaxing and enjoying the elements, then you're going to experience all downfalls. Period. Don't wish bad upon people upon their initiations and their receivings of their Orisha. Don't wish bad upon people when people are getting cleansed off in other spiritual systems. Don't do that. Don't do that. I've never done it. So I could go through what I go through and I'm still going to be all right. Deuces.